Welcome to EmployeeConnect. In this video, you'll learn how to send a new offer or create a new offer in the system. So first of all, you'll need to make sure that you're logged in with either admin privileges or you're a manager with offer rights. So long as you're an admin, you'll then need to navigate to the top menu and go to HR, and then to People. From here, you'll need to navigate in the side menu to Lifecycle, and then to New Offer. This will take you to a page where you need to fill out all of the relevant information for the new person that you're trying to send an offer to. Again, note, anything that's marked with a red asterisk is a required field, and anything else is additional information that you can enter. Now do note that so long as the candidate that you're sending this offer to does accept their offer, they will hopefully enter most of their personal information through the onboarding module. So for example, data like the address and their postcode, etc. is information that we would recommend that you get your actual candidate to enter rather than administering it yourself. So let's go through and let's complete a new offer. Fill in the person's first and surname and their email. Now do note that this does need to be their personal email for the meantime, because obviously this person doesn't have their work email set up yet because they haven't accepted or started working for your company. So do note that. In the offer template dropdown, just select the offer template that you'd like. So we've only got one here, but you can have multiple if you'd like. So we're going to select the Hogwarts offer letter for now. And you can then choose the company that the employee is going to work for if they accept their offer. So we're going to say Hogwarts. Next, you'll then need to select their position that they're going to be doing. So just click the blue icon and search for their position. Do note that if you have set up your position structures in accordance with reporting lines, then you won't need to define their manager or their location because the position will have that data already. If you haven't, then you can manually define it here in the offer, or you might want to provide an override. So for example, Gryffindor student 7 might report to the head teacher of Gryffindor, but in this case you want this person's manager to be someone else. So you could define that here in the offer letter if you'd like. From here you can then enter additional information, for example, someone's salary, their award, their rate, classification, or their work type, etc. But again, you might not want to do that at this stage. And again, you don't have to if you don't want to. And then you can select other information, for example, the date of the offer, their start date if they were to accept, their probationary ending date, and the end date of their employment if they're on a fixed term contract. For example, we're going to use the date picker and select today's date. We're going to say here that their start date, if they were to accept the offer, that they would be starting on Monday. And we would say for their probationary date that that would be 3 months later. And again, we're not going to put an end date because this person isn't being offered a fixed term contract. Again, like we were explaining before, we're not going to enter address information here because we want our candidate to provide that data for us. But again, you can if you'd like to. Now you can also attach an additional contract if you'd like. So if you don't want to actually use the contracts that are generated in EmployeeConnect, or maybe use that for a very small amount of information, you could then attach an additional file here, which you can do. And you can also add in an additional information that you'd like in the additional clause box at the bottom, which will then append to the letter of offer. Once you're happy with all of that information, and again, you can put as much or as little information as you want, you just then need to click Save. If you've done that successfully, you'll see that the Saved Workflow ID in green with the Workflow ID number. Now that we've sent the offer through, we actually need to validate that offer before it's sent out. So we need to go back into the Life Cycle section in the side menu, and this time we need to go to Offer Status. From here you'll see that this is Fred's offer here, and you can see that the status is pending. You'll also see that it actually shows you the file that's been generated from the word merge template. Do note you'll need to configure your word merge templates for sending out letters of offer before you start trying to send offers through the system. If you click on the file, it will download it for you, so you can check to make sure that your letter of offer is perfect before you actually send it out. So as you can see here, you can see that our letter of offer has pulled the information dynamically from the system, which is pretty handy. So long as you're happy with that, just use the breadcrumbs up the top to go back to offer status. And then if you want to send that through, all you need to do is tick the box and then tick the green icon, and that will send that through. But if you want to make any changes or look at the additional fields that you've entered, you just need to click on the view icon, and you'll see all of the information here. Again, it will be grayed out and you can't make edits here, but you can add in additional items by using the blue icons. And if for some reason you're dissatisfied with this letter of offer or the offer in general, you can delete that and retract it if you'd want, because again, it hasn't been sent out yet. So we're going to use the breadcrumbs again to go back to offer status, tick the box next to Fred, and then we're going to click on the green tick. The page will load, and you'll now see that the offer status is actually to sent. So long as the candidate accepts their offer, they will disappear from this list, and then they will appear under the onboard status because they're going to start their onboarding. And that's how easy it is to create and send an offer through EmployeeConnect.